Ever opened your fridge and found tired, forgotten veggies staring back at you? It used to break my heart and my budget. But then I discovered a simple way to turn scraps into nourishment. One pan, one egg. And a method that's quietly reshaping how my senior patients eat, while supporting insulin balance, gut health, and better sleep. Stay with me. This little ritual could change your mornings. For many living solo after 60, cooking can feel like too much work for one plate, so we skip meals or waste good food. In my clinic, I've seen how that simple choice affects blood sugar, energy, even mood. The good news? Science shows that something as humble as a single serving frittata can restore balance, from insulin sensitivity to sleep hormones. Today, I'll show you exactly how to make this one-pan ritual your easiest path to steady energy and zero waste. 1. Why one pan can reset blood sugar. I'll never forget Robert, one of my 68-year-old patients who lived alone after his wife passed. Most mornings he'd skip breakfast and grab a pastry mid-morning, telling me it's just easier that way. But his glucose numbers told a different story. His energy crashed by noon, and his insulin resistance crept higher every visit. In my 25 years of clinical practice, I've seen how skipping that first balanced meal throws older metabolisms off course. After 60, our insulin receptors, the little locks that let sugar enter our cells, often grow rusty. But research gives us hope. A 2020 clinical nutrition study by Gonzalez-Ortiz and colleagues found that seniors eating antioxidant-rich meals improved insulin sensitivity by 18% in just 8 weeks. The secret lies in combining eggs and vegetables. Eggs bring choline and protein, while veggies deliver plant antioxidants that act like oil for those rusty locks, helping them turn smoothly again. That means steadier blood sugar and fewer mid-morning crashes. Here's the practice I recommend. Take one large egg, add a quarter cup of chopped mixed vegetables, spinach, bell peppers, or zucchini, and cook lightly in a teaspoon of olive oil. Morning or midday is ideal when your body's insulin response is at its best. Think of it as a one-pan reset button for your metabolism. The moment that pan hits the stove, you're telling your body, we're starting fresh. Robert tried it. 2 weeks later, his energy no longer dipped at 11 a.m., and his glucose readings finally steadied. He told me, "It's so simple, Doc. I actually look forward to breakfast now." But that's only half the story. Because what happens next, when we calm cortisol and quiet inflammation, turns this little meal into something far more powerful for aging well. 2. How veggies calm cortisol and inflammation. When seniors tell me, "Doc, I'm tired but I can't sleep," I often look first at what's on their plate, because food and stress are closer friends than most realize. Cortisol, the body's main stress hormone, acts like a security guard who never clocks out. It keeps blood sugar high and inflammation smoldering, especially at night. After 60, that guard often gets confused. He works overtime, leaving us restless, achy, and wired when we should be winding down. But nature built a reset button right into our vegetables. Compounds like quercetin, found in colorful peppers, spinach, and onions, help regulate cortisol's rhythm, reminding the body it's safe to rest again. In my clinic, I've seen seniors' sleep and mood transform once they started including these colors daily. The research supports it. In Frontiers in Nutrition, 2025, Wentao Zhang and colleagues studied over 2,000 adults aged 60 to 75. Those who ate more dark leafy greens had 12% lower C-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker, and improved glucose control. Their stress response became smoother, like a clock finally ticking on time. Here's the simple kitchen practice. Lightly saute your vegetables, just until the colors brighten. Overcooking destroys quercetin's power. Too raw, and your gut struggles to absorb it. Add a teaspoon of olive oil to boost carotenoid uptake and flavor. Think of cortisol like a flickering porch light at dusk. When your meal includes the right mix of fats and veggies, you're gently dimming that light, inviting calm back in. One of my longtime patients, Margaret, 71, told me, "I thought my anxiety was just aging. Turns out I was feeding it the wrong colors. Within weeks of her daily frittata habit, her evenings felt peaceful again." And that peace continues deeper than sleep, because in the next step, these same vegetables start feeding a hidden community inside you, one that quietly decides how young you feel each morning. 3. The gut garden, feeding the microbes that feed you. Eleanor, 72, once told me with a laugh, "My gut feels lonely, doctor." It was a strange phrase, but she was right in a way. Science now proves true. As we age, the garden inside us, the gut microbiome, loses diversity. The good bacteria thin out. Like a garden overrun by weeds, leaving our digestion sluggish and our mood flat. In my 25 years of clinical practice, I've learned that what we feed those microbes shapes almost everything about how we age. Fiber from vegetables isn't just roughage, it's fertilizer for the bacteria that protect our immune system, balance inflammation, and even produce calming compounds like GABA. Research from Nature, Reviews Gastroenterology, Ghosh et al., 2022, showed that seniors who increased their intake of fiber-rich foods gained up to 20% more beneficial gut species in just 6 weeks. That shift led to better nutrient absorption, lower inflammation, and steadier energy. When you build your single-serving frittata, think color first. Each hue, green from spinach, red from peppers, yellow from squash, feeds a different microbial neighbor. Together, they rebuild the village your gut depends on. Here's a practical way to begin. Aim for at least 3 colors in your mix. Cook them gently until tender, then fold into 1 beaten egg. It's a quick, warm breakfast that feeds you and your microbes alike. Over 4 to 6 weeks, you may notice lighter digestion, less bloating, and a brighter mood. Eleanor followed that rhythm faithfully. By week 5, she said, "It's like my stomach smiles after I eat." Her energy rose and her afternoon walks returned. But what most people miss is that these benefits don't stop at digestion. The same meal that nourishes your gut also supports your brain and heart through one simple morning habit. And I'll show you exactly how to make it your own. 4. Dr. Hartley's single-serving frittata routine. In my clinic, I often remind patients, healthy aging isn't about big overhauls. It's about rituals that fit your real life, and few rituals fit better than this one. Let's make this practical. Equipment. 1 small 6-inch non-stick pan. Light, easy to handle, and perfect for one. Ingredients: 1 large egg, 1/4 cup of mixed chopped vegetables, and a teaspoon of olive oil. Optional, herbs like basil or dill for flavor. Timing matters. Morning or midday is ideal, because that's when insulin sensitivity peaks, meaning your body uses nutrients most efficiently. Cooking in the evening is fine too, but for most seniors, breakfast frittatas deliver steadier energy and clearer thinking. Bioavailability tip: lightly cook your vegetables until they glisten but still hold shape. This keeps antioxidants intact and improves carotenoid absorption when paired with the olive oil. Frequency: aim for 1 frittata daily or every other day. Research suggests that consistent vegetable intake for 4 to 8 weeks can noticeably improve insulin function, reduce inflammation, and enhance gut health. Progression: start simple. 1 egg, 1 color of veggie. As your digestion adapts, add more variety and perhaps a second egg. You'll notice how your body responds. It should feel satisfied, but not heavy. Now, a few cautions I always share with my patients. If you take blood thinners, watch your intake of greens high in vitamin K. If you're on statins, check with your doctor, since egg choline can alter lipid metabolism. Remember, this video is educational only. Always tailor your choices with your healthcare provider. What I've found working with hundreds of seniors is this: it's not just about nutrition. It's about reclaiming control, one small act at a time. Standing at the stove, hearing that gentle sizzle, it becomes a moment of independence, not a chore. And when you see what this habit does for your heart, sleep, and spirit over time, you'll never look at leftovers the same way again. Maybe tonight when you open your fridge, you'll notice that half pepper or that lonely handful of spinach, and instead of guilt, you'll see possibility. Because those small, forgotten pieces are more than food. They're invitations to care for yourself in ways that don't take much time, just intention. In my 25 years of clinical work, I've seen that independence doesn't come from complicated diets or expensive supplements. It comes from tiny habits repeated with care. One egg, a few vegetables, a pan you can hold steady in one hand. That's what health looks like when it fits real life. The research reminds us these small choices may support insulin function, reduce inflammation, and feed a gut that quietly shapes how we think and feel. But the deeper truth is simpler. When you cook for yourself, even once a day, you're telling your body, I still matter. So here's your gentle challenge. Tomorrow morning, try the single-serving frittata, just once. Notice how your kitchen smells, how your body feels, how your energy shifts through the day. Then, come back and share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's eating alone to start again. And if this helped you see your health in a new light, subscribe for tomorrow's video where we'll explore the 5-minute soup that lowers blood pressure after 60. Because this isn't just about saving vegetables, it's about saving moments, those quiet, ordinary moments that keep you strong, sharp, and connected to the life still unfolding. Take a deep breath. And remember, your kitchen can be the warmest clinic you'll ever step into.